We're at gotomath.com. Let's click on the calculus button and go down to the first derivative test. We are doing 14-3. Wow, it came up first thing. Okay, so it's asking us find where the function is increasing and decreasing. Alright, so we got the graph here. Now this line continues on down through there, but it's not really showing it. Okay, so here's the function g of x, and as you can see here, we've got a vertical asymptote at -6, a vertical asymptote at 8, right? And you can see where it's decreasing from -infinity, coming in from -infinity up to 6, and then it looks like it's decreasing here, decreasing, it's still decreasing and then decreasing. Okay. Well, anyway, let's move over to the whiteboard. What you're going to want to probably do, we're going to take the derivative and see if we can find any critical numbers. But what you're going to need to do here is probably use the quotient rule, and I would probably multiply this out first and then take the derivative. Okay. Alright, so I just went ahead and wrote this out, multiplied it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the derivative. So the derivative of the numerator is 1, and then we rewrite the denominator. Of course, this is the denominator here, and so we're going to have x squared minus 2x minus 42, and then minus, and then rewrite the numerator, times the derivative of the denominator, and we end up with 2x minus 2, and of course that's all over the denominator squared. And you can use this up here or that one, I don't know. It's probably actually best to use that one now that I think about it. Need to multiply all that stuff out. My God. Anyway, what a disaster. Okay, so I'm going to let you, since it's the last problem in this section for right now, I'm going to let you go ahead and multiply that stuff out. Now remember, what's going to happen here is probably the critical numbers. Alright, so I'll let you multiply all that out. But what we're going to end up getting is there's no critical numbers. Just like in the previous problems, the previous two problems in this section, there will be no critical numbers. So you'll have to just plot the vertical asymptotes, which is at -6 and 8, and then do your test points. You'll have to do your test points, for example, say -7, 0, and let's say 9 here. How's that? And to test where the function is increasing and decreasing, and I'm leaving that as an exercise. So if you've worked through all these problems, you should be able to manage that. Right, I wanted to go back to the graph here. So this is what you should end up with. You should end up with a negative number, right? Anything to the left of -6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. And then once again, this is going to be negative from test point is 0, right? And then, as you can see, okay. Let's check, make sure the scripting is all correct. And so we had decreasing from -infinity to -6 union, -6 to 8 union, 8 to infinity. Alright, 8 to infinity. So this is kind of an exercise problem that you should try to work out. Alright, I didn't work through the whole thing. Eventually I'll be adding some more problems to this list as soon as I finish. Calculus and algebra, I think, is the next couple algebra courses. I don't know. I can do them all, but the problem of it is it's called time. Alright, well, come on over to GoToMath, practice this stuff. You're going to learn the basics. You shouldn't have any problems getting through your calculus class, whether you're in college or high school. Alright, and I'll talk to you later. Gator.